Hello, welcome back to JKP Rising. I wanted to thank everyone who's watched the two videos I made about Halo Infinite situation. I have gotten an overwhelming support, a lot of views. I'm honestly kind of taken back by the amount of support and views I've gotten on those videos that I don't really know what to do with all this attention. I think I gained like 400 subscribers, so thank you so much for coming over. I feel like I owe you guys some type of content, but I also want to make stuff that I want to make and not feel like I'm being fake. So I do have some ideas that I want to do, but I also want to do it in a more organic way and not feel like I'm forcing myself to do things. So in today's video, I want to do something really simple, which is talking about what I think I should do, but also maybe what you guys can do when it comes to supporting Halo going forward. So there's this saying that I heard of or know of. It's essentially sometimes it's okay to walk away from things. And typically for me, that's hard. I have the type of mentality to want the best out of something, even if it's not in a good spot. And I want to, hold out for the best possible scenario. But at some point, you just have to learn to walk away. I think the saying goes, you can bring a horse to, or you can give horse water, or you can bring water to horse. I'm totally fucking it up. You can bring water to a horse, but you can't force the horse to drink the water. I probably butchered it, but essentially, in my opinion, the best way, at least for me, that I'm going to support Halo is by not playing it. I have been streaming Master Chief Collection, and I do feel kind of shady about that because it is still under a 343 game, even though MCC is legacy Halo games. But I have to keep reminding myself that that's a different team entirely from Halo Infinite. So in my honest opinion, the best way to make Halo Infinite better, or at least make Halo better, is to stop playing it. And maybe that does come down to me not even playing the Master Chief Collection because I'm giving them support. Or maybe it's a way of me saying like, hey, I'm not going to play Halo Infinite because I'm boycotting it. But hey, I love what you're doing with MCC. I'm going to keep playing MCC to show you that I support this style of Halo, but not that style of Halo. So, I was on stream yesterday and I didn't get drunk, but I took like 3 shots, 2 shots of gin, 1 shot of tequila, and I was like, a little intoxicated, and I felt like playing Halo Infinite. And I think that, in that sign of weakness or that sign of like vulnerability, I wanted to play Halo Infinite, and like I knew in that moment that this game is probably not going to be fun. It's going to be glitchy. It's going to be laggy. I'm probably going to get destroyed. As you saw me on stream, I'm not really even good at playing Halo at all. I'm more into single player nowadays. As I get older, I'm 29, but I think the best. Well, first off, the best way to not support bad business practices is not to buy anything in the store. Granted, I did buy the campaign and I did buy the battle pass, but I purchased $0 in the store since the game came out, and I don't plan on ever buying anything from the store. There's tons of stuff in the store that I would love to get for my Spartan, like the pineapple attachments. I'm a big pineapple fan. It's like one of my favorite fruits. And I would love to use that on my Spartan, but for the fact that I have to pay money for that, it's just so lame. When I was younger, back in 2015, I bought like over $100 worth of requisitions for Halo 5, and that was a massive, massive, massive mistake because it went towards nothing. And again, I like I said in my main video, like I can get all these cool cosmetics, but when the game is at its core broken with desync and missing features and it's glitching and the UI is slow, there's only so much you can do. Like it takes me like a good couple minutes to get to my armory back when I used to play Infinite. My PC is no joke. It's 31.5 teraflops. I'm actually upgrading it to Intel, but I'm rocking a Ryzen 5950 processor, which I believe is the best processor for Ryzen right now. I have a RTX 3080 graphics card, which is no slouch. I have 128 gigabytes of RAM, which is ridiculous. I have liquid coolers, I have a really good motherboard, so my PC is pretty powerful, and Infinite doesn't run that great on it. MCC, though, runs pretty awesome, but Infinite just kind of chugs, and I heard that it's bad optimization for the game. So pretty much what I'm trying to say in this video is, in my opinion, I think the best way for Halo to change is to not support it. And I say that loosely because I still play MCC from time to time, but in terms of Halo Infinite, I'm not playing it. The new event came out today. It looks cool, but again, it's not going to change anything. The game still has desync. The game is still missing features. Even though, the game ones they're adding look really cool, I just can't in my heart support it. And even when I was like semi-drunk, I still didn't do it because chat convinced me not to. I was actually about to do it, I think, but I was able to pull back because I have to realize, like, if you love something, sometimes the best way to give love is to have tough love. And there's a borderline of like what is toxic and what is healthy. Hashtag Fire343. I know there's a lot of people who work at 343 Industries, like artists, designers, writers, programmers, that are not really involved with how the game has been handled. It's mostly management and leadership. I still call for the firing of Bonnie Ross, Frank O'Connor, and Kiki Wolfkill. I think those three need to be gone. And maybe Joseph Staten is not even good enough because he's been there for a year and nothing has really fundamentally changed. But maybe it takes longer for changes to happen. I've been hearing rumors. Not rumors, but just speculations from the fans. Like Late Night Gaming said this on a stream yesterday, where he thinks people are going to get Halo Infinite up to a level of quality, and then they're going to abandon it and then go to a new Halo game, and then that'll be like the new game that Joe Staten is in charge of, which I could see that happening. I don't think Halo Infinite will be a 10-year game, but to make this video shorter than it is, in my opinion, the best way for me to not to support Halo is to not play Halo Infinite. Not to, not to play it, not to buy anything from it, which I haven't, other than the two things I mentioned before at launch. And I encourage you to do the same. If you truly love Halo Infinite, and if you truly believe that this game is DOA, or just it's too far gone, which I believe, don't play it. That's the best way that we as Halo fans can protest peacefully. I'm not threatening developers. I'm not on Twitter, calling Sketch an asshole. I'm not doing that. I don't see any point in that. I am very fiery in my last two videos, but I have never called for harassment of developers. I'm going to peacefully protest and not support Halo Infinite. I'm not going to play it. And yeah, there's going to be probably game modes coming out that I would love to try, but for me to support this game series for the best, I cannot support the current practices that are going on. And this is why I took a step back from Halo back in 2016. I was just fed up with this series. I was like, I'm out. I used to buy every single Halo game at launch, and I skipped Halo Wars 2, and to this day, I still have not played Halo Wars 2, and I know it's made by Certain Affinity, but I was just like, I'm out. So I'm not saying I'm out with Halo right now because I love MCC so much, but in terms of Halo Infinite, I am not going to be supporting it. I'm not going to be playing it. I'm not going to be purchasing stuff, and maybe I shouldn't even talk about it anymore because that does bring attention to it, even if it's negative or not. There's just so much negativity around Halo Infinite that it is exhausting. I know I mentioned the comparison where I was like, you have a bad car, you have bad food, and I think someone commented saying like, those are real world comparisons and this is just a game. Well, this game stresses me out. And I know that might sound ridiculous, but as I mentioned before, Halo really changed my life. It got me into a medium that I make a living now. It's what I do. It's what I'm doing right now. I'm talking about it with all this expensive equipment around me. That's the one thing about being a filmmaker is that nothing's cheap in the film world, unfortunately. All the good stuff is very expensive. But I'm thinking of doing a video coming out whenever where I talk about the importance of theater mode in Halo and why I think the machinima aspect of Halo is so crucial to this series and why I think it's like, again, like there's features in Halo that I think make it very unique, like split screen. Like almost no game has split screen couch co-op, and maybe not many people play with their friends anymore locally, but it's such a unique feature you don't see in today's day and age of gaming. And I don't think I'm a boomer. I'm 29. I think it's just a feature that should be respected, and unfortunately Halo is not respecting its legacy. So those are my thoughts on Halo Infinite. I know it was a little bit more all over the place, but please let me know what you're going to do. What are you going to do to this series going forward? I am not going to be playing Halo Infinite, and I hope you guys hold me to that. I am not going to be playing Halo Infinite. I'm not going to be supporting Halo Infinite. I'm not even going to buy anything from it, anything. I'll probably maybe check here and there on updates on the game because I love this series, but that's how I'm going to peaceably protest my opinion on this game, and hopefully by me not playing it, that's also a way for me to vote with my wallet. By me not playing it, I'm not engaging with it. By me not buying anything, I'm not giving them money for bad practices, and I really hope other people follow suit. Obviously, there's always going to be that person out there that buys something from the store. Like I know recently this gold coating came out and everyone bought it, and I'm just like, what are you fucking doing, guys? But hey, it's your money. Do whatever you want. I don't agree with it, but I guess that's why we have freedom of speech, right? So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How are you going to support Halo Infinite going forward, or how are you going to boycott it, or whatever? My name is James. Stay tuned for more videos on this channel. Like I said, I do Machinima called Rain Series 3. If you like Machinima, please check out my show. I think it's probably the best thing I've ever written. And stay tuned for more videos on this channel in an organic way, because I don't want to rush anything out. But I have ideas, but I don't want to, come off as fake. So thank you so much for your support. I'll see you guys next time.